So I've bought this AC180 to use in the camper van, and it's been really, really useful. And I've seen loads of people putting on expansion packs, like homemade expansion packs, through the solar panel port. But a 12-volt battery, which I've got, will only put in 100 to 120 amps through that port. So I've seen people using buck chargers and stuff to buck controllers to try and raise the voltage. And then I had an idea. We have a couple of electric bikes, and one of the bikes has this 52 volt battery pack. 52 volts, 16 amp hours. I make that to be roughly 750 watt hours. Now, if I could find a way of attaching that to that PV point, that I reckon is going to give me about 500 watts ish, maybe just over, of charging power through the MPPT. So I went and bought some stuff. I bought another standard e-bike docking dock, which comes with a XT60 connection. Now obviously that won't plug into there, so I thought about a pigtail, but then on Amazon I found one of these, which is a XT60 to DC7909, because that is what the Bluetti AC180 takes. It doesn't take the 8mm one, it takes the ever so slightly different DC7909. It's something to do with a central pin, I believe. So when it's all together, dock slides in the bottom, it's a good secure fit. The adapter fits on top of there. Now let's just see if it works. So these lithium ion packs are obviously much smaller than the LifePo ones that are inside here. Registers it. Now let's see if it's right. Should start climbing now. Yeah, that's brilliant. So it looks like I could whack that pack on here when I get down to about 50%, 40%, and this should charge it up in an hour. And then once it gets to 100, pull that out. That does have its own BMS, which should prevent low voltage discharge, because it does on the bike. The bike draws much more power than this. The bike draws up to 1.2 kilowatts. But when it runs down low, it will just cut off and then it can be charged. But rather than strain the battery, I reckon if I just plug it in at 40% or 50%, that should leave some life in there, and I can charge that with the standard bike charger later on. But I've got two of those, so that more than doubles the capacity of that when I need it, for the cost of the dock and the adapter, which I think all in cost me £19. It's a pretty good expansion pack.